Another day here in Norway, and since I only have a few days left, I decided to go up to my grandpa's, sleep over, and keep him some company. I have not seen anything like this. This room is like a graveyard for flies. There are dead flies everywhere. Everywhere. I even found some in bed. This is the room that I always sleep in when I'm visiting my grandpa. And right here is where my grandpa used to sleep. He had a hip surgery, so he's sleeping downstairs. Here, smoked lamb ribs or sheep ribs or whatever it is. And then some smoked salmon. This house is super old-fashioned. What a mess. I think after getting the puppy, my grandpa has just given up on tidying as much as he used to. Kitchen table too. He has put everything on top of tables because if not, the puppy will devour it. And there they are. My grandpa is getting some wood. And this is how my ancestors looked. Why so serious? This is my grandpa. He is 84 years old and he lives in this little village inhabited by 800 other people. And he always wears the same shirt ever since I was a little kid. Very patriotic. I can only recall 1 or 2 other times that he wore something else. My grandpa and my grandma had 5 kids, one of them being my dad, and my uncle, who lives right next to him. Most of his life has been dedicated to raising sheep and lamb in his barn. He retired about 10 years ago and doesn't do it anymore. After his hip surgery, he spends most of his time at home and doing some carpentry in his workstation. So he makes a lot of stuff out of wood. I took advantage of the isolation of my grandpa's place and went out for a walk and wore my grandpa's boots. As you can see, the road up to his house is very small, very tiny. There's only space for 1 car at a time. My grandpa's puppy is the biggest puppy ever and he's full of energy. He's crazy, he attacks you, he bites you, all out of love of course, but this dude is a ball of energy. His name is Varg. I always try to visit my grandpa as much as possible and spend quality time with him, and despite him being very skeptical to my diet and thinking that I will die from it, I still love him to death. Meanwhile, Catherine is at home on a quest to make some gingerbread.
I just woke up about 2 hours ago, and up until now I've just been chilling on the sofa, watching some TV. Yeah, just relaxing actually. I found the recipe. It's a Norwegian recipe on vegetarbloggen.no, and I'm just gonna make these today. I think these are the ones that I made last year and they were absolutely delicious. For this dough you need some flour, syrup, butter, baking powder, cinnamon, black pepper, garlic, ginger, and sugar. Gingerbread is one of my favorite Christmas treats, cookies. Let me know what your favorite Christmas food is. Okay, the dough is done. Looks like this. And I'm now just gonna let it cool for a few hours. Pack this down before I eat it all. Then go back to work. And then wait for Jon. Vill du ha den? Nami? Varsågod.
Hello.
Some are cooking in the oven right now. And a lot of them are done. It looks super good. I'm gonna bring this burnt one to Jon because he loves burnt stuff. I'm giving you the burnt one.
She's gonna get really jealous.
And this is all of them. That's quite a big box. For this pancake recipe I'm gonna use oats. I'm also gonna use this Perform raw plant protein. It's vanilla flavor. You can find the link to this protein powder in the description box below. I'm also gonna use some almond milk, a banana for the sweetness, and some baking powder or baking soda.
And while Catherine is making the pancakes, I'm just gonna be boiling these 5 small potatoes, just to increase the volume of the meal.
So as a topping of the pancakes, I'm gonna use some berries. I'm gonna put them in a pan and heat them up, and I'm gonna have some warm berries as a topping.
Potatoes are done. We put a little bit of vegan butter in there and salt. Potatoes have to be the most underrated foods. This is amazing. I've had some extreme potato cravings lately, so this is gonna be nice.
So there it is, the finished result. All the pancakes. I definitely recommend adding warm berries on the top. Just makes a big difference.
You can't taste the protein powder too much either, so...
No, just a little like vanilla sweetness.
After eating, me and Catherine took advantage of the weather and went out for another walk. Later that evening, we went to my grandpa's place again, met the puppy, and played some cards. We played a card game called Liverpool, which not many people know about, but it's actually a very fun game. The puppy was still not calm, he's all over the place, and he really enjoys sitting next to us. And as you can see, he really engages himself in the card game as well. We were there for about 2 hours before heading back and hitting the gym. So today's session was chest and shoulders. Here I'm starting off with a bench press. I'm working my way up. The progress has been constant since coming to Norway. So I finally got up to 130 kilos for 8 repetitions, and then I went to 140 kilos or 308 pounds for 4 repetitions right after. So I believe I can get up 5 or 6 if I started off with this weight, which is some really good strength progress. Now I'm gonna keep the workout rolling in the back, but I want to tackle a topic today, which is this is not a vegan channel, as it says on the title. What I mean by this is that I think a lot of people who are vegan or plant-based, they isolate themselves a little bit too much, and they don't reach the mainstream audience, and they don't attract more people into the lifestyle, which is the number one thing I want to avoid with this channel. I believe that it is the most important thing to surround yourself with as many people as possible. Being pushy and talking to people about veganism all the time may work for some people, but it definitely will not work for the mainstream, as it pushes people away. It's my passion to help the world become a better place, to reduce the carbon footprint of people, to reduce animal suffering, all that kind of stuff. But it's more about coming together and becoming better together. No matter what your diet is, no matter what your personal choices are, as long as you get informed and you work towards, you know, betterment, that is the most important thing. This is not a channel for vegans only to watch. A big portion of my audience is not vegan, and I don't want people to feel unwelcomed. And I think that this is the amazing thing about this channel, is that everyone is very heartwarming. No one is insulting other people for not being vegan, and that is an amazing thing, and I want to keep that up. And that is the only reasoning behind me saying that this is not a vegan channel. I am vegan, I'm gonna always be vegan, which means that I will continue on this diet and try to inspire people and helping people make better choices in their everyday life. Awesome session. Just been progressing a lot lately, and as you saw, the bench press was increasing again. Progressing is a key to a lot of things, and that goes without saying. It's very, very simple. You know, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It's extremely simple, but it's not easy. Anyone can read on the internet how to lose body fat, how to, you know, eat on a vegan diet, how to go to the gym, but no one actually does it, or very few people do it. And it's just because, you know, throughout life, they're just, you know, used to getting everything they want. People just expect things too easy. Just expect to gain, you know, 5 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks, expect to lose 50 pounds in a month. Some people are just lucky. Some people have, you know, in the gym have better genetics than you. Some people, you know, have better connections, gets, you know, more job opportunities than you. That's not to say that you should just wait for your time to be lucky, because those people are the minority. You and I are not going to be lucky. No matter what you want to do, you have to progress every single day, no matter if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Just make sure that every single day you progress a tiny bit more to get closer to the end goal. We all have 24 hours in a day. What you do with those 24 hours is gonna define who you're gonna be. It just takes a little bit more than what you're doing today to be better. Don't, you know, comment and say, I wish I was in your position. I wish I didn't have bad genetics. I wish I didn't have poor parents. I wish I had more opportunities. It doesn't matter. You are dealt the cards you're dealt, and you can do a lot with those cards. And yes, maybe your best is not gonna be half as good as someone else, but it doesn't matter. As long as you do your best, that'll be more than enough to make you happy and to make you fulfilled. Okay, that's it guys, enough talking. By the way, I'm blown away by the support that you guys have been giving me on the last video, where I talked about the YouTube algorithms have changed and that I need likes and comments to rank on videos, and that video did super well just because of that. So it would mean the world to me if you make a habit out of that. That would be amazing. That will help the channel get back on track. And I can't be more excited and thankful for you guys. It just shows the type of community that we have built together. And leave your questions, because, you know, I'll try to answer them. Other people might try to help you. I want everyone to just help each other in this community. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you very soon. Peace out.